Right, Mr. Really Not Sensible Ballsack Head. Why are you getting triggered over a small YouTube channel who is talking facts about what an astrophysicist is claiming, knowing that no theoretical physicist has ever had an hypothesis, ever, and never validated anything using scientific method ever? Is it because you fancy him and this is why you're white knighting for him? Shocking. And then you go on to say you don't know the context which Brian used, and you still go on to make a 10-minute video without researching it first. What a absolute bellend you really are, Mr. Ballsack Head. My mum does know about my triggered foul mouth when someone's claims are so idiotic at best. Hashtag at best. And for the record, your mum also knows, as I was nut deep in her last night.
Dude, are you 5?
Yeah, 5 inches deep in your bum.
The fact is, you're irrelevant. You've been mugged off by everyone on the net. Just look at Mitchell from Australia. He absolutely ruined you. You're a mug. You said it best, you disproved the radius of Earth. At best, you disproved the radius of Earth. You are absolutely retarded. You should be put down.
Scooby-Doo's less confused than you prick.
So if the Earth is radius 3959, then the geometric horizon can only be 1.22 miles times square root of the observer height in feet, which I agree with. So if you could show that the geometric horizon is not at that distance, not Q, then the Earth, P, is not a globe of 3959 miles. That's all you will have proved.
Mr. Sensible gets it. Finally a glob that understands the black swan argument. And through knowing the argument, what's the conclusion?
It would be a different diameter, perhaps 3960 or 3961. You complete and utter twonk.
Okay, unless you so assert the globe has a bigger radius.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. At best, what you have done, if that was all correct, at best... Mitch, I was very careful in what I said. Those penny drop moments were when I was being very sure about what you were saying. And I'm very clear here that at best, if everything you said was correct, and it wasn't, then you'd have disproved the radius of 3959, i.e. it would be a slightly different radius.
A slightly different radius? Well, let's do the actual maths then. Here it is set out for everyone to go over in your own leisure. Using the values from the black swan image of a 1 foot observer height and a 10-mile distance horizon, you can clearly see we have a 264,000 mile radius. But isn't the radius of the sun meant to be 432,000 miles? No, not anymore. It's got to be bigger now. What about the distance to the moon? 238,000 miles. Nope, that's got to be different too, doesn't it, Mr. Sensible? What else does it implicate? The radiuses of all the planetary orbits have to be different too. But that can't be right, can it, Mr. Sensible?
I was correct. I was absolutely clear. At best, you've disproved the size of the Earth, not the shape of the Earth.
Every time that you keep doubling down that your radius is larger than that of the mainstream accepted value of 3959 miles, you stab your globe in the face.
You're right. It could be flat.
Every time you claim refraction is looming the horizon behind the platforms in the Black Swan, you stab your globe in the face.
You're right. It could be flat.